Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
What up, though? It's your boy Nam.
And I know we've been away for a little bit, but some stuff has been going on or whatever. We got a new location. We in the 9 to 5 official den, the man cave of the 9 to 5. It's a little, little red and Falcons and Bulls color, but it's all good. We back. I want to say real quick, shout out to Best Conversation Podcast. That was the last episode we did. We was a guest on that. If you haven't checked out the video, check it out. Great episode. Shout out my boy Kayvon. We went out to Raleigh. Studio's fire.
Yo, for sure. Much love, man.
Studio's fire.
Inspirations inside of there, man.
Now, one of the things that was said off camera was that they wanted to do a little 3-on-3 with us.
Oh, yeah. I ain't forget that.
Yeah.
I ain't forget that.
Listen, shout out to Kayvon. Best Conversation. But y'all not ready for this smoke. Y'all not ready for this smoke.
Whenever you feel ready, whenever you get all the ointment on your knees, you know what I'm saying, ice packs on your back, just holler at your boys. You know what I'm saying? We right there.
Nah. What you thinking?
I don't do too much talking, man.
Okay.
Enough said.
Yeah, I don't do too much talking. We'll get
like
right
I said,
into
once
business.
again, shout out Best Conversation Podcast. If you're not tuned in, if you're not subscribed, if you're not following them, follow my boy. He's official. He's official. We definitely got to go back out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
For sure.
First topic. I know we've been away for a little bit, but a lot has transpired. We're gonna try to get as much as we can. Y'all want to start with, Russ and Pittsburgh. Which I want to start with.
Oh, it's a lot to go around, man. I mean, since you've already put it out there, we can do the Pittsburgh thing.
Russ is going to Pittsburgh. He's officially no longer on the Broncos. He's on Pittsburgh. They got rid of Kenny Pickett. Also, Pittsburgh acquired Justin Fields from Chicago.
Steal, man.
For a 6th-round pick.
We called both of those. Not together.
Not together. Yeah. We both
say one of them be there.
But that was highway robbery.
What are your thoughts on Russ going to Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh didn't lose out. They giving him a million or $1.2 million.
Yeah.
It's a 1-year deal?
Yeah, 1-year deal. So, they didn't they're not missing anything. And then you got Justin Fields in the background that can sit there and look at Russ operate, a veteran. Finally, so that's the mistake that the NFL makes sometimes, throwing the young boys into an organization and for failure. But
Zach Wilson,
yeah, but him and a lot of players, man, they get number 1 draft picks and they figure this is the savior of the team, and Tom Brady wasn't the number 1 draft pick.
True, but I mean, we talked about it before. You even look at some of the guys like Patrick Mahomes,
right?
He sat his first year.
Behind Alex Smith,
Eli Manning,
yeah.
Lamar Jackson. Some of these guys didn't play as soon as they got in the league.
Right.
So you're going to have your Joe Burrows. Peyton Manning started out the gate, but his first year, he threw more picks than he did touchdowns.
He sucked.
Like
sucked,
25 picks.
Yeah, so, not everybody can be a Joe Burrow that can, first full season
right,
and perform at that level.
I think Pittsburgh probably had the best quarterback pickup to me outside of Atlanta, because you have the guy for the moment, and you're also the guy for the moment is also training the guy for the future. They're the same guy,
right?
Same stature, same style of play. Justin might be a little more athletic than him,
right? I agree.
But he's what you would want him to be is Russell Wilson.
So let me ask you this: who's to say the guy at the moment is not Justin Fields?
Well, I think if you're a smart person, you're gonna let Russ kind of lead the way, and then say, "All right, Justin, go."
How many games you give Russ?
I think Russ has a 6-game trial run. If he looks shaky after 6 games, they're gonna put Justin in based on what they see in training camp and preseason.
Now Pittsburgh is a tough fan base, so Russ has no margin for error.
He's not up there kissing babies. You can't do that.
Yeah, so it's no margin for error when you got a guy, that's backing you up, that's
Right.
capable of winning games himself. So
I kind of disagree on the 6-game margin. Everything starts at the head of the snake, and that be the coach. Sean Payton came in with his mission was already. He didn't like the fact
Yeah, he didn't like
it was
Russ.
a black quarterback. So that's different with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is a player's coach, coach's favorite, player's favorite. I think I think it'll be a little bit different. I mean, you got to figure you only paying him $1 million, so if he does suck, you can sit him because it ain't hurting him.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But that's why I say that's not stress on Russell Wilson, which I think he'll play better, and I think he might play the entire season.
Okay.
You know?
Now, I'll ask you this, or both of y'all this. Tomlin, I think this is last year on his contract.
I thought they just gave him an extension.
I thought last year was his. I thought last year was his.
extending him already.
I could be wrong, but I thought last year was.
Well, I could be wrong as well, but his coaching career essentially should be on the line right now, because again, mediocre, 8-8, 9-7, whatever the record is now. You have to deliver more than just 500 from now on. You have experience and you have youth.
Well, you got to have the players to do that as well.
Yes.
You got to figure they let what's your man that was the running back and the receiver, Brown and the other dude.
Oh, you talking about Le'Veon and
Le'Veon.
Antonio.
You got to figure those were top notch guys, but when they started having diva moments, the Rooneys weren't trying to hear that.
But they just read up this year. They picked up Patterson from you guys.
Oh yeah, Cordell. Yeah,
they picked him up.
Okay.
You have Deontay Johnson. No, they let him walk. But you have George Pickett or whatever his name is.
He's gone too.
No, that's Kenny.
Oh yeah, Kenny, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, Pickett, yeah, he just came. Yeah.
But you have the team because you made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Riding your defense, but you have the team that can get to the next level.
But you got to remember too.
6 games, I think 6 games does it for that man.
But Pickett and Trubisky were beat up though, so they were going through the quarterbacks though. And one was sitting down, one was.
How many games would you give before you let Justin in?
Well, it's not like Justin is a proven quarterback. He been in the league 3 years, so it's not like we bringing in Desmond Ridder and say, "Hey, look, you got to prove it this time for you to." He sucked. Desmond Ridder sucked. That's why he's over there in Arizona. But nah, it's you've already seen what Justin Fields can do. You already seen it with Chicago. Even the year where he had a bump, where he had no players, he led the team in passing, rushing, yada yada yada. So it's not like you're gonna bring him in to prove it. It's not. I don't think it's set up for Russell Wilson to fail. I think it's set up for success.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I think it's not set up for him to fail, but it's a 1-year trial. So you're not going to use the whole 1 year and then bring Justin next year. I think at some point you're going to say, if it's not working, by week 5, he's changing quarterbacks, changing to the guards.
What they say? They say about week 6, you know what team you're gonna have or something like that.
Yeah,
close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could agree with it, but I just don't. I just think that Russell's gonna do better.
That's valid.
Yeah. Our short little hiatus. I know it's old by this point, but Cam Newton, he was involved in a situation. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but Cam was involved in a little scuffle, and he pretty much held his own. You're talking about a guy that for over 10 plus years was shaking, linebackers, defensive tackles, cornerbacks. So
dragging too. Yeah, dragging people.
Yeah. Cam is not your ordinary quarterback. So it's sad that you can't do nothing for certain people, and for that to
for certain people,
yeah, not everybody, but
put it out there. I just like, you know what I'm saying.
Just be honest, bro. Just speak your mind.
Some people, they
speak your mind.
Some people don't know how to act.
Be direct.
But that's all I want to get that attention to.
For the people that may not know exactly what you're talking about, you might want to fill them in on that though.
Cam had his normal 7-on-7 camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and an altercation happened. I don't know all the details. I just know that Cam was in a little tussle, and he was and one thing I give Cam, he didn't dish out one blow.
Yeah.
Pause.
Not on duty. He didn't hit anybody. Pause. But yeah, that's just sad and unfortunate. A lot of people done touched on it. No Diddy. But you know, like I said, I just wanted to. we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but you know,
You getting? Yeah, I win.
well, we gonna move past that.
Yeah.
We
All
gonna move
right.
it.
All right.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Yo, this man just said no Diddy.
The Atlanta Falcons. They got arguably
Best quarterback in free agency.
he is the free agency
At least
GOAT.
the most experienced quarterback right now.
Whoever Kirk Cousins' team is, representation agent
Yeah.
is he's got to be a baseball NBA dude.
Oh, he's the
because
king of guarantees.
Since, and I don't know, a lot of people forget, Kirk Cousins was the one of, if not the first quarterback to get a guaranteed, I think it was like $80 million at the time.
That was to the Vikings. Yeah.
That was to the Vikings.
Yeah.
And at the time, they was like, how can you give a quarterback a guaranteed $80 million deal? Fast forward, everybody's damn near getting guaranteed deals now.
But Kirk Cousins, I mean, shout out to Kirk Cousins and his agent. You know, like you were saying,
Uh-huh.
whoever they are. But Kirk Cousins was the smart person, as opposed to, I'm gonna say, Le'Veon Bell and all these other guys that was on the franchise tag. Which I understand, you're trying to get your money. But Kirk Cousins was smart enough. You're going to keep tagging me?
Bet.
I'm going to keep taking the money.
Bet.
He got 3.
Yes.
He got tagged 3 times by the Commanders and took all 3. Still went and got paid by the Vikings.
And every year he got paid more and more.
Yep.
Yeah. And got
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed
Exactly.
contract.
So, you know, that's a smart – you got to remember, too, that it's a position he's playing.
Yeah.
I get that because a receiver gets hit, running back gets hit, quarterback, you know, doesn't get hit as much. But still, you got to take what you got to get at that moment. Unless you got an agent like Kirk Cousins or you smart like Lamar Jackson.
How do you feel about the state of Atlanta, the Falcons at least?
I mean, everybody got their mixed opinions about it, but you know, Kirk Cousins has proved to be to me in this league right now. He's a top 10 quarterback right now, if not top 15. Definitely a top 15 quarterback. I mean, I can care less what he looked like over there.
I'm only laughing because, and I'm sorry to cut you off. Prior to Kirk Cousins going there, he was not a
He wasn't a top 10.
Hey, look.
He
I say top 10,
tier.
top 15. Top 10, top 15. But to my team,
okay.
Kirk Cousins coming to my team.
In comparison to what you had prior.
There is no comparison. I had nothing.
That's the only way he could be top 10. You're
I had
comparing him to
garbage.
what you
I
had.
have come up. You hear me? I
Jefferson.
had garbage.
So hold on.
Moving on up.
Right now,
Uh-huh.
Falcons best team in the division.
Right now?
Right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd agree.
Oh, we went into
Shout out to my boy Big. He got paid.
he got paid. He got paid now.
Shake and bake, baby.
He got paid. And the only reason he got paid because Mike Evans decided to stay. That's the only reason.
I agree with you with that.
Look, we're going to win the division this year. I'm talking about going further in the playoffs right now. Yo, we were quarterback away from the team I got right here. All the players I got, we were quarterback away from making noise.
I got to give Kirk Cousins a shout out because not only did he get another guaranteed deal, he's coming off of Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming off of Achilles.
There'll be 2 people out there that's going on Achilles tear that's coming back this year.
We gonna get into my team in a second.
Yeah.
But Kirk Cousins got another guaranteed deal off of Achilles.
It's fully guaranteed,
Fully
right?
guaranteed, yes. I think.
No, it's not. He got $80 million guaranteed because
Out
it's
of-
180.
Out of 180?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's 180 million in all, but it's 100 guaranteed.
I wouldn't complain about the 80.
Yeah,
Even if I don't get it. I got
he gonna
100.
get it on the back end
I
unless
got
they
100.
sign. You know what I'm saying?
he got a 4-year, $180 million deal.
Yeah.
And 100 is guaranteed. His agent gotta be one of somebody that worked for like the UN or NATO. That man can negotiate.
Oh, his
anything.
pockets is full too.
He can negotiate anything, man. That's crazy. But I mean, I think the Falcons have put themselves in a space where they're the best team in that division.
Yeah, over 100 million
which isn't saying much because 10 wins in our division might get you in. I think if y'all stay
10.
healthy, don't do that.
8.5 will get you in.
Don't do that.
8 and 9 to get you in.
Don't do that,
we
bro.
want double-digit wins, dog.
I
We want
think-
double-digit wins.
I
But-
think
but
10
that
plus
division-
10 plus gets you in this year.
But we ain't just thinking about division. You play a division to win to get you a spot at home. But
Yeah.
we trying to get more than that. We want to be up there 1 and 2.
10 wins to get you in our division
The
next
last
year.
2 years, that's been the weakest division in football.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, but if you look at the last 12 years, 10 of those years were top 3 best
Right.
division.
And the NFC East was the garbage.
Okay.
So
Right.
and to the point where it was called the NFC least.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, so
It don't be like that, man. I want you to be upbeat when you're talking about our teams because you get like cheerful when you're talking about the Mean Green. So
Listen,
I need you to
but-
stay upbeat, yo.
listen. So the Jets, we
Are you just huh?
yeah,
you know in the division on a good note.
Yeah, let's
You know?
pivot. Let's
Okay.
pivot to the Panthers.
let's pivot to the Panthers. What did they do in the offseason? Besides let Brian Burns go, what did they do? in
That
the
was
division?
the dumbest.
What did they do?
All right, I'll tell you the notable players that we got. We got Deontay Johnson.
You just got Jadeveon Clowney.
We got Clowney. Yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
We got offensive lineman from the Dolphins.
You need him.
Y'all need to sign Odell
No,
for a 1-year deal.
I think the Dolphins gonna get him.
no.
Odell?
They just offered him. They just offered him a contract.
For real?
Yeah, he ain't signed it yet though.
We picked up a bunch of offensive linemen and corners, secondary, and so on. But I think we're okay. I think more importantly for us, it was the management aspect of the team, because hiring and firing, that's not a recipe for success on a franchise. So now we have a stable front office that's gonna help create what we need to create. Even though we don't have a significant first or second round pick this year, I think we'll be okay. We'll go from 4 wins, whatever we had this year. I think we can crack 8 wins this year.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Building blocks. I think,
Four more wins than you had.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I think we'll crack 8 because we have the protection that what's his name needs. Pause. That's crazy.
So you said 8 wins.
8
right?
wins.
So that's pretty much y'all won the division.
Disrespect.
8 wins. That's it.
Disrespect. Disrespect.
How
many wins y'all had this year?
we got 7.
7?
Yeah.
More than y'all.
Well, no, you didn't.
No, I'm saying 8 would be more than y'all.
Oh, we had 4 different quarterbacks with no Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers at least 3 more wins.
Yeah.
At
You
least.
gonna have to get more than 3 more.
Got a whole lot of weeds. And
Nah,
weeds
just to
and
make the
weeds
playoffs?
over there, bro.
Huh?
Listen, we
You
not
gotta get your division.
we not worried about winning the division.
You can't be third in the division and trying to get in the playoffs. That ain't gonna work.
Yes, we can.
Nah, because you at least in the other 3 divisions, 2 teams are gonna have better records.
Y'all beating Buffalo?
We beat them last year with no A-Rod. We beat them once. We went 1-1.
Facts.
We didn't beat Miami.
They swept y'all?
Swept us
How many
last
times
year.
y'all beat New England?
Twice. We beat
Twice.
them
So,
twice.
Twice, yeah.
so y'all okay?
Yeah, we beat them twice last year.
Yeah, you got at least be 1 or 2 in your division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can with Aaron Rodgers. We will split with Buffalo, split with Miami, and depending on, I'm not really worried about. Even if they draft Drake May, I'm not worried about him or Brissett, Jacoby Brissett in New England. So that I'm not worried about. Just keeping Aaron Rodgers healthy, that's gonna be the thing. Our defense is gonna get us at least 3 to 4 wins. Aaron Rodgers is good for
I agree.
at least 3 or 4 wins.
See, y'all added some more weapons from the throw to.
We
You got Mike Williams.
we got Mike Williams,
Then you
but
got somebody. Then you got another one. I can't name. I can't remember. But
we signed old boy from Philly.
Hassan
Hassan,
Reddick.
yeah, we got him.
that's defense though.
Yeah, we got him.
But you got two more receivers beside your boy. What's his name? Wilson.
Yeah, we got Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
They got two more that they added along with him. I can't remember the other guy though.
Okay.
You're gonna have some pieces now.
We'll see. The ship. It don't matter what we add. If Aaron Rodgers is not healthy, season's pretty much done.
I agree.
So
He got to be in there.
yeah, if he's not healthy, then the season's pretty much gone. But I will say this: it's going to be interesting this year. Because you got Pittsburgh, Cleveland, that whole division. Depending on what Pittsburgh right now on paper is the weakest out of that division.
Yeah.
And they're still a perennial.
Think that?
Huh?
You think Pittsburgh is the weakest in that division?
Who you think?
I mean, I'm gonna agree.
Cincinnati.
because-
Cincinnati lost a lot of pieces.
Yeah, but they didn't have Burrow. Though.
Yeah, Burrow.
You can't disregard Burrow out of that.
They
equation.
got rid of their starting corner. They got rid of their number 2 receiver.
Number 3. That was Boyd.
And Higgins has demanded a trade.
Yeah, but he ain't going nowhere yet.
That's yet to be seen.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of their defensive guys.
Until Higgins goes somewhere, right now they only lost Boyd.
I think it's Cincinnati.
I don't know.
That's tough.
The Browns got Deshaun coming back.
Deshaun, yeah.
That's still questionable though.
Listen, for what it's worth,
With that defense,
they was 5-2 before, and he wasn't even
With
playing
Flacco.
great.
Flacco was decent.
right. And Flacco's
No.
nowhere. Flacco ain't better than him.
Cleveland was 5-2 with Deshaun Watson, and he wasn't playing to his full potential.
Right, because of the defense.
Yes, but
Right.
the thing was, he wasn't turning the ball over crazy.
But he wasn't scoring. He wasn't getting the ball down the field.
Yeah, if you watch the last game he played against Baltimore, he, along with the defense, willed that team to win with a broken shoulder.
I agree with everything you say, but this league is year to year. I need to see it to believe it. They got to prove it. So until that happens, it's the same. I mean, I don't know with Deshaun. I don't know if it's a shoulder injury. Look what it did to Cam. We don't know.
Yeah, no.
Even though he already wasn't accurate,
But see, the thing with Deshaun, he was playing on a bad shoulder since the beginning of the year, and still went 5-2. So
right.
That says a lot.
I ain't taking nothing from Deshaun, man. I like him, man. We're gonna have to see how that shoulder work out first before I can give it to him.
I'm with you
The
on
defense will hold up though.
that. I'm with you on that. How did Flacco look in the playoffs? Yeah. So shout out to the
Got
Texans.
him there though, with his arm.
Shout out to the Texans. They,
Tape don't lie.
what is it?
He went to the Colts. He's a backup at the Colts.
Yeah,
Who?
Flacco got a 1 year.
He could have been a backup with Cleveland.
Man, something must have happened.
There's more money over there.
You remember Cleveland got the young boy.
Who?
The young boy that was sitting behind
Richardson.
Deshaun. Yeah. So
Who? No, Richardson is with the Colts.
no,
Yeah.
not. I'm talking about the young quarterback. Remember he was backing up Deshaun, then they brought in.
The kid from the Panthers, man. What's his name?
Not. I know you're talking about Johnson, something like that. Pause.
black kid. So
Nevertheless, yeah. I know who you're talking about. He's a runner. He
yeah.
scrambles.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
the thing is, if Flacco was that dude, he should have just stayed with Cleveland. If you're gonna play a backup role,
Well, I
it's too
guess he
cold in
figured.
Cleveland,
I
bro.
guess he figured Richardson a concussion protocol, so I can get some playing time
Gotta
behind
give
him.
him more time.
Yeah,
He doesn't know how to slide, so he's
he will.
concussion. He's getting hurt a lot. He got hurt the first 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Back to back
Sure,
to
he got a
back.
concussion the first couple plays of the game.
yeah.
First game. Yeah.
So we'll see. Real quick.
Yeah.
Way too early predictions. How many wins realistically, Atlanta?
10.
I said realistically.
10.
Okay. See, we see he's
Double
not
down, too.
he's not playing.
Yo,
the
I
game
could have had
properly.
10 last year, man,
Hey,
for that
double
bum
down,
quarterback
too.
I
He
had,
double
man.
down.
You know what I'm saying? I could have had 10 and 11, yo. It was a lot of questionable games that he should have threw the ball right and we could have won. Look at those games, man. We could have had at least 10, 11 games. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
So realistically, because some people are not playing the game properly, but realistically, how many games you see?
6 to 8.
6.
You got to pick a number. You can't say
7.
I see a 2-game improvement with y'all.
7 games.
okay.
Only because you're lying.
Yeah,
You see how your line
the
works,
offensive line is there,
Right.
and the defense is going to be what it does. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of just trying to string a few wins in a row. I think 7 is good.
Realistically, the Jets, I can see 9 wins. Realistically,
9?
9.
But last year you was parading 12 and
I
Yeah.
gave you. Listen, I
Yeah.
gave you 3.
72 Dolphins.
I gave you 4 wins from the defense. I give you 4 wins from the defense.
Okay.
I give you 3 wins, Aaron Rodgers alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you 2 more for special teams.
That's not going to get you in the playoffs.
That's you
It's year to year,
just trying to make the playoffs because you ain't gonna win with that.
bro.
What are you
We
trying to,
haven't
like-
made the playoffs in over 13 years.
We trying to reverse
That's-
psychology your way through this or something?
Not at all.
So let me ask you, real
I
quick.
can't go from us not making the playoffs in 13 years to winning the Super Bowl.
Wait, last
You
year
did
you were
last
saying
year?
win the AFC Championship.
Yes,
No,
that's-
he said Super Bowl last year.
Yes, I'm with you, but none of us, except for him, accounted for Aaron Rodgers to get hurt. And I saw how the team looked. You saw Cleveland lose their quarterback,
Right.
but they still was a solid team. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and we looked like we never played with each other. So
I can promise you, he's not coming out looking like the Super Bowl this year.
and then he's
not gonna happen.
He's gonna be
Nah,
a year. He's gonna be a year removed. He's gonna be rusty.
45? 44?
Ah,
Who?
How old is
I
Rodgers?
think
He's turning 40.
He's
Turning
He's
40.
turning 40 in December.
Okay.
But the thing
My
is,
bad.
you're talking about a guy who has been a year removed. At least when he came from Green Bay, he played. He lost the last game of the season before. That's when they didn't go to the playoffs. Remember, Detroit beat him. So he was at least still playing when he came. He was motivated. This year, his motivation is just being healthy this year. You know what I mean? Not trying to prove, okay, Green Bay let me go, so now I'm going to prove that I can still play. Angry Aaron Rodgers is, MVP, but now he's just trying to be healthy. So that's why I'm going to say 9 realistically.
y'all going to AFC Championship?
Yeah, so anything else before we wrap it up?
Y'all gonna go to AFC Championship this year?
I'll let you know week 6.